Hi, this is Hutch. Today I talk about Katamari Damacy, with a cute, weird, and pastel-shaded world. The game inherits very specific trend in late 90s to early 2000s. What is it? It's sort of the ancestor of today's YouTube, or make video and share culture in Japan. Flash movies boom. Let's look into it. So-called flash movies culture flourished during the late 90s until about mid-2000s. It began almost at the same time of growth of the internet in Japan. In the 90s, people connected to the internet through telephone line, no optical fiber yet, so it was very, very slow. Now the nominal data transfer speed is like 100 megabyte per second, some even more than 1 gigabyte per second, or 10 gigabyte per second, and at that time, 56 kilobyte per second maximum. See how fast technology advances. With the slow internet, it would be vital to make our contents as small as possible if you wanted to share them on the internet. In 1999, Flash 4 was released. This format allowed the use of vector image and MP3 format music. With this, you can make lightweight movies by a relatively easy way. Amateur movie creators made the best out of the format, and Flash movies flourished throughout Japanese internet communities. Early Flash movies had a tremendous influence from a movie named Katamari Damacy. Swedish creators of the movie made a Swedish lyrics out of the Lebanese music by Montenegro. Based on this movie, early Japanese Flash movies shared specific characteristics. One thing is that many of these were like music videos. Rather than having some story, they were much like picture music sync movies, often very random. Second, use of Montenegro, just as Katamari. Many famous Japanese Flash movies were based on foreign music. While these were not always understood by itself, creators often made Japanese lyrics based on Montenegro, and they were often weird and made no sense. And third, rough animation comprising still images. Flash movies inherited the style of the Katamari very well. That is rough, unsophisticated movements of roughly cut still images. People had to wait for a few years to see many animations made by vector images. These styles are a bit similar to those of Katamari Damacy. Remember what the game is like. The artistic style is nothing but simple, contrary to the movement to photorealistic expression during PS2 era. It reminds you of late 90s PS era and is almost nostalgic. This low poly format is somewhat close to the unsophisticated early Flash movie. Also, this game is all about weirdness. Roll a ball, well, understandable. But then, everything around you stick to a ball. Cat, dog, snacks, sumo wrestler, building, island, and planets. Nonsense is what people loved about Flash movies at that time. And one thing I found most interesting is the voice actor of the king, Tomu Miyazaki. Who in the world is he? He's an actor, singer, creator, and most of all, the iconic figure of Flash movie boom in Japan. Based on his voice dramas, Flash movie creators made movies and they became very popular among early internet communities across Japan.
開国してください。開国してくださいよ。ね。
This is about Matthew Perry, US Navy commodore who came to Japan in the mid-19th century. He demanded Japan to open the country, and his action later led to the collapse of Tokugawa shogunate and rapid westernization of Japan. This monodrama is about him in Japan, but all he says is, "Oh, please open the country," and all other complaints, like he was sent around harbors in a silly tone. This movie has been so influential that in 2014, he again voiced Matthew Perry in Sengoku Derby, a crossing over of Sengoku Musou and horse race made by Japan Racing Association. Nice tribute to good old times. This man voicing the king is also a good tribute to late 90s Flash movie era. If you ask someone about it, he would never fail to mention Perry and his voice.